Welcome to orbit, my friend. You look like you've traveled a long way. Here's a little refreshment for you.
Have we met?
It's very likely that you've heard my voice before, many times. I've been running this radio station for years. I make sure people get the latest news. So it's nice when someone comes in to say hello.
Why is your station out here on the outskirts of a terrace?
I used to be stationed at the big dam back in the day. But sadly, my old station was overrun by mutants. So I went looking for the place where I could reach the most people. I found this mountain a few years ago, and that's when I started my second orbit.
So what's the news?
I'm sure you know more than I do. News from my brothers and sisters takes a while to reach me. But the mutant threat is always a top story. I hear things are particularly bad in the north, so if you head up there, make sure you're well armed.
Aren't you one of the clerics?
Yes, I am. For a long time, I felt like it was my mission to recruit new members. These days, though, my calling is to warn people about the threats facing Magellan. After all, we've all got to live here, haven't we?
What do you think this used to be, little guy?
Initiating environmental analysis.
So what does your analysis show?
Analysis exceeds expected complexity. Continuing analysis. Analysis complete.
And?
Analysis inconclusive. Too many unknown variables. Most likely use of structure with 43% probability. Ritual site for archaic customs, possibly associated with ceremonial destruction of trees.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. You might want to run a diagnostic on your sensors. No, just can't do that yet.
Environmental analysis indicates increased ambush risk. Tactical recommendation. Reroute to higher terrain.
Unbelievable.
Hey there.
You're all right.
Sorry, no time right now.
I'll talk to you later, okay?
Stop right where you are, pal. You aren't going anywhere until you pay up.
Pay? For what?
For safe passage, genius. We've got to keep an eye on you if you're traveling through here. But we're not greedy. For just 100 Elexit, we'll have your back.
Really? And what if I decide I don't need your protection?
Well, that would be unwise. Without it, anything could happen to you. You give us the dough, or we smash your head in. Got it?
I don't want trouble.
Hey, no one's looking for trouble here, buddy. We just want to help you out.
I don't have any money to give you.
Your choice, pal. Now you're about to see my dark side. You'll regret this!
get real close and personal here.
No, just can't do that yet. About the bounties. Dixon's dead.
And what guarantee do I have that you're telling me the truth?
I can go grab his corpse and drag it back here if you like.
I find myself almost amused by you. Everyone knows how stupid it is to lie to me. It's good that Dixon's wings have been clipped. And anyone with that level of dedication deserves suitable payment for it. Here, from my hand to yours. Enjoy.
I have things to do.
That isn't enough.
You again? I gave you 20% of my take just last week.
Come now, Vicky. With the influx of strangers in the crater these days, danger can lurk behind every corner. It's more and more difficult to ensure the safety of you and your business from this tidal wave of potential criminals. This also means, unfortunately, the price for my protection services must increase. Supply and demand, you know. I don't believe that 800 Elex Ii is too much to ask, considering the wealth of some of your clientele. Not to mention the quality of protection you receive for it.
That's more than half my take. You can't be serious.
Listen to me, sweetie. I'll say it slower this time. You pay the Blade, and the Blade makes sure you're alive to make money next week. The Blade can stop his protection at any time, if that's what you want. To be at the mercy of any number of unsavory types.
Okay. I'll pay up.
I knew you were smart the moment I laid eyes on you. I'll see you next week.
So, how can I help you? I've got some new potions in stock. Feel free to take a look at the merchandise.
I heard you talking with that Blade guy. He giving you trouble?
Yeah. I was robbed a while back. Half of my goods were stolen. Next day, this guy shows up saying he'll protect me if I pay him. Everyone knows he's the one going around robbing people and killing off all the business. Then he shows up demanding payment for his so-called protection.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
What do you want me to do? Report it to the City Watch? You know there's no such thing. All I could do is hire my own protection. But I can't afford that. Not with all the protection money I pay to Blade.
I could take care of this Blade guy for you.
Like I said, I can't pay anyone. Or are you planning on helping for free?
What could you give me instead?
And go without eating for a week? Huh. I could maybe give you 80. Can't do more. If that's enough for you, we have a deal.
Not enough. If you want a decent guard, you'll have to pay a decent price.
Oh, come on. You're no better than Blade. You want me to swap one extortionist for another.
You're right. I'll settle for whatever you can give me.
Maybe you do have a heart. Thank you.
What should I do with Blade? You want your money back?
No. I just want him to leave me alone. But be careful messing with him. There's a reason people turn a blind eye to his business. He might not be good for much, but what he is good for is fighting.
Where can I find Blade?
He struts around the city bullying people. You're bound to run into him sooner or later.
What you got?
Only the best.
What you got?
Only the best here.
Put the... Very reasonable.
Is that enough?
Watch
maybe
yourself.
I should get Baxter. Or maybe not. If I take the 2 crates from last week, we'll still manage to get through another month. We're still missing the canned goods. Did I overlook them? Whoa. Didn't notice you there. So, how can I help? If you're looking for information, you'd be better off sourcing it from some other place. I don't know my way around the Pushers District all that well.
What are you doing here?
I'd rather keep that to myself. You understand. Let's just focus on how I can help you. I have goods to trade. Why not take a look? Maybe you'll find something you can use.
The outlaws don't give you any trouble?
No. I'm under a kind of, special protection. It means I don't have to worry about suddenly being attacked or anything like that. I'm not saying I can take liberties, of course. I just put in a little effort to ensure I don't attract too much unwanted attention. But enough about that. You still want to buy something, right? If so, better do so before someone else does.
Show me what you got.
Gladly.
Don't give me any problems here.
What in the world are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
I know you?
You do. Come on. Zachor.
Wait, you're an Alb?
Shh, shut up. And hey, it takes one to know one, right? You're pretty tanned for a former Alb, too. But let's change the subject, huh? They sent you to accompany me to the depot, right?
No, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't? Oh, well, that's not good. Oh, then I guess I'll have to start from square one. But not here. These people are always listening. Like, always. Safer outside the city, so follow me. Hey, just out of curiosity, what do you think of this city?
I liked my old hut better.
I can imagine. But the smell here? Ugh, that stench. Very enlightening.
What?
That musk smell? Lust, fear, greed, that whole reek, you know? It smells like humanity.
I thought you were keeping a low profile. Spouting stuff like that is gonna get you noticed.
Look at these meat sacks. They wouldn't notice their own murder. But if it's so important, I'll shut up. You're my role model, after all. My ideal.
Is that so?
Oh, it is. You'll understand pretty soon. Right. That should be far enough. Time to talk about where things stand. Okay, so I know more about you than you know about me.
You brought me out here to tell me that?
No, I have a favor to ask. Nobody's business but yours and mine.
Okay, so what do you need?
Come with me to the depot in Ignadon. I could use your help on the journey too. You know what it's like out on the roads. There's no one else I can recruit for this. No one can know that I'm an Alp.
So what's in it for me?
And I can get it for you at the depot. Weapons, ammunition, equipment, anything you need. Anything you could ever dream of. I have access to all of it. So, are you coming with me? Or what?
We can set off right now as far as I'm concerned.
Smart move. Follow me. Our first stop is outside the crater. The faster we get out of here, the better. Don't want to get any more diseases. I always find the climb difficult somehow. Where was I? Oh, yes. That's the disadvantage of not consuming much Elex. Your strength starts to dwindle.
Why don't you up your level then?
And risk losing my human form? No way. The people here can never know what I am. I take the Elex I need at the depot. It's enough. The air is clearing. Sweet oxygen. Can you feel it filling up your lungs?
The stink's not as bad here, if that's what you mean.
Exactly. Right, as I was saying. Exactly. Feeling for your surroundings, you know? That's what sets the likes of you and me apart from other Alps. The pinnacle of... The pinnacle of evolution. My ass. Feeling is fascinating. And most of our people run from understanding it.
These things take time.
You learned that little saying from the humans, did you? Time we got plenty of. What I was trying to say before I was interrupted. Time we got plenty of. Willingness, on the other hand, the will to change isn't exactly something our people have to spare. But that'll change too, just like everything in life. The crater, left by the comet. See all that beauty stretching out in front of us?
Looks like a load of tin shacks to me.
Yes, but that's only half the story. The crater might be the world's biggest junkyard, but it also symbolizes the birth of the Alps. Without the Elex the comet carried, we wouldn't exist. Well, I've seen enough. How about you?
Let's get moving.
Right. Not to make this weird or anything, but you're one of the reasons why I exist.
What do you mean by that?
The way I look. But, I guess I need to explain. Back when you and the humans... Oh, damn! Look at those two up ahead. I think they want something from us.
Damn it.
I'll take you there.
I've butted heads with one of them before. You better handle this. You gotta make sure that they let us pass. Do whatever it takes.
What are you gonna do?
I'll watch and learn. I'm looking forward to seeing how you solve this one.
No. If things get heated, I want you to step in.
No problem. If you think that's the right way to handle it, that's what we'll do.
System optimization initiated. Recommend environmental analysis.
You lost, buddy? Or were you and your friend here looking for a nice, quiet spot for some alone time? Ha ha ha!
Let us through and we're all good.
You and I seem to have different views on the current situation. Give me some cold, hard Elexit. This is a toll road, you know, and I'm collecting.
Remember what Viper said. He made it real clear we're not supposed to shake down travelers.
Do I look like I give a flying fuck what that measly bastard says? 200 shards. Right fucking now.
Here's my counteroffer. You pay me, and I let you live.
I knew this guy was trouble. Come on, let's make a break for it!
Look, you got the wrong idea. It's just a road toll. I gotta ask for it. It's not up to me. Honest!
Fork over the Elexit, and we can forget this ever happened.
You heard him. Pay the man.
What? Why me?
Just do it, damn it. Well, looks like that's settled. We're gonna get out of here.
Good idea. Get out of here before I change my mind.
Whoa, that was unexpected. I can't believe you spared that vagrant's life. I admit, I assume the opposite. Anyway, let's get out of here. But I do need to slow down a little. My stomach is killing me again. Let's get a little farther. I really don't know what's wrong. It's been like this a few days now. These weak organic bodies are shit. I think maybe I need more Elex after all.
You wanted to tell me what's going on with your human body.
Many of us couldn't understand how you beat the hybrid all those years ago. And we couldn't ask you because you hightailed it out of there. But a lot of us thought it had... Right, as I was saying. So to increase our efficiency, we tried reducing our Elex consumption. Which would have happened anyway, by the way.
Why?
Simple. The converters were destroyed. Elex production dropped dramatically. Extensive studies had to be conducted on the effects of emotions and how to handle them.
And how were those studies designed?
Well, you're looking at one right now.
You analyzed human behavior in the crater?
Not just there. I went all over the place. Anyway, I need a break. My body needs nutrients, regardless of the state of my stomach. Being human definitely has its drawbacks. Their immune system is pathetic. And the body always needs something. Vitamins here, proteins there, watching the metabolism, watching the blood sugar. It's exhausting. When I was an alb, I could do incredible things all day with minimal food. But none of this is news to you. So, do you want something to eat? My treat.
I won't say no.
Here you go. All the nutrients you need in one simple can.
Is that all?
Taste it. You'll be surprised at how filling it is. I need to eat right now, or I'll run into trouble down the line. Can you keep an eye out? Make sure there's nobody following us? It wouldn't be the first time.
Expecting more outlaws?
Yep. Our brush with those two earlier won't go unanswered. Let's try to minimize the risk of a confrontation, huh?
Right. I'll go see if anyone's following us.
Just walk back down the path we came from. But stay within shouting distance so I can come and help you if you need it.
I think I can handle that. See you soon. Skibor was wrong. Nobody's following us. Time to head back.
I'm here.
You won't get away from me!
So, how many people are following us? 3? 4?
Not a single one.
That's annoying. I was hoping for a little escalation. Nothing more exhilarating than an out-of-control situation. The risk, the adrenaline, so engaging. Still, we should get going. My stomach is still upset, but I'm just gonna ignore it. Ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Good. Not much farther now anyway. So, I've been wondering, when you kill someone, what do you feel? I have to be honest, for me, it's an incredible high. Something to really savor. The light in their eyes flickers out, their bodies tremble, like slowly squashing a bug.
The way I feel about it depends on who I'm killing.
Oh, I see. Your aversion toward or affection for a given individual determines the level of violence you administer.
You really like to hear yourself talk, don't you?
Oh, I can't be silent anymore. Not when every word, every breath... Where was I? Oh, yes, Oh, I can't be silent anymore. Not when every word, every breath is a new experience dawning. But you make a good point. I'll hold my tongue for now. And that'll help me concentrate on moving forward. Nearly there. I feel sort of empty.
But you couldn't wait to leave a terrace behind.
Yes, but who knows what awaits me now? Getting harder and harder for me to stick to the local rules. How do you deal with that when you're forced to play a role?
Enough questions. I want to get into the depot.
I'll have to learn to be impatient like you. It's an interesting trait. There's something I wanted to point out. Not all Albs are like me.
Yeah, I figured that one out already.
You don't understand. I'm talking about what the Albs think of you. Our realignment was largely your doing, of course, but you're not exactly the most popular guy among the Albs these days. Many Albs are struggling with this new way of life. The transition is going very slowly. When you defeated the hybrid, you gave them the option to choose between their old life and a new one.
I had no choice. I had to take the hybrid down.
Hey, I'm with you. 100% I'm on your side. Be prepared to face some resistance when we reach the depot. That's basically all I wanted to tell you. The one thing that the depot can definitely offer is complete safety. From external threats, anyway. No creatures, no vagrants.
There's no such thing as absolute safety.
I think I'm beginning to understand why you disappeared from the public eye back then. Nothing gets past our defenses. I guarantee it. As I was saying.
Those kinds of guarantees usually break when hit with cold, hard reality.
But actually, statistically speaking.
Spare me.
Sure, you might still be proven right. These constant attacks are taking their toll. Humans have a lot in common with that horde. They use brute numbers to overpower.
Terrain unstable. Recommend caution.
Well, here we are. Your new home? Besides, I would be honored if you decided to rejoin our ranks. And I'm one of very few around here who can actually be pleased, so that's gotta count for something. You should go talk to Radek at the gate. He'll show you around the rest of the area. Let's meet up again later. I've got something to take care of. Oh, don't forget the equipment I promised you.
Where can I find you?
If all goes as planned, I'll be at the Elex depot. Oh, speaking of which, this is for you. Normally we're all allotted fixed rations, but, well, don't ask any questions. Right, I'm running late. I'll see you later.
Don't move. Who are you? What are you... Wait a moment. Tell me, stranger, what's your name?
Name's Jax.
Then I wasn't mistaken. Amazing. I heard you were dead. Is it true you defeated the hybrid with your bare hands?
First, tell me who you are.
My name is Radek. Azok will want to know you're here.
Who's that?
I'm sure he'll tell you himself. A lot has changed since the depot was set up. Come on, I'll show you around. Looks like your drone disapproves.
He's just worried that you're going to reset his systems.
That will not happen. We are focused on other things. Shall we go?
Well, the tour can't hurt.
Come on, let's go. Follow me. Are you planning on staying?
We'll see. Why?
You see, the thing is, you're not exactly popular here. Many among us want you dead for what you did to the hybrid. Speaking of dead, we're in luck. There's an execution today. We really don't want to miss that.
The verdict has been passed. Unlawful efficiency has been proven beyond reasonable doubt. The defendant has accepted the judgment. Execute the convicted party. Good work. You know the drill. Pick up your posts as soon as you're done.
I was wondering how long they were going to let him get away with his behavior. Next, we'll head on over to our research facility.
Did you know him?
Barely. I know he was one of the collectors from one of the back offices in the depot.
What were his crimes?
Anyone who violates the directive is executed. Simple as that. That seems to shock you? You must remember the directive and what it says.
I do. I guess not as much has changed as I thought it had.
Is that pity in your voice? Interesting. I've heard you've let your emotions run wild. Let's walk and talk about it. Don't think that we have no emotions. We were forced to accept that being emotionless didn't help our evolutionary development. It blinded us. It made it possible for someone like you to almost bring us down. That's why everyone is given only as much Elex as they need to do their job as effectively as possible. Right now, we're standing in front of the Computing and Research Center. This is where the optimal level of Elex consumption is calculated, among other things.
What is the optimal amount, then?
That depends on your assignment. A tactician who doesn't fear for his troops won't be an effective tactician. On the other hand, a guard who's afraid of killing is not an efficient guard. The middle way seems to be the best choice.
Middle way? What do you mean?
Being completely emotionless did not bring us any closer to our goal. But too many emotions won't help us either. We're looking for an ideal compromise. And when it comes to making these calculations, this research facility is particularly good. Now, if you have no more questions, I have something else to show you. Follow me.
You were talking about an experiment. What should I expect?
We're trying to breed children who...
Hang on. You're doing what?
We're creating a new generation of rationally thinking tacticians. Let's go into the classroom and have a quick listen. Maybe we can learn something.
The lesson from last time should still be within easy recall. We will practice it again today. Sit down. Good. Now, remember yesterday's practice. Concentrate.
Teacher?
No questions, Makar. Do not make me repeat myself. Feel the emotion welling up inside you. Remember last week's punishment. Feel the fury it caused rise inside you. If it threatens to overwhelm you, try focusing on the equations we learned yesterday. Were you able to call up the anger? If so, I want you to give me the solution to the problem. If not, we'll repeat last week's punishment. Inefficiency will not be tolerated. Practice at home, then complete a 3-page report on your emotional stability indices. Makar, I especially want to see yours. I'm concerned about your progress. Improve.
Yes, ma'am.
Session complete. You can go.
As you can see, the kids here are thriving. The Elex experiments seem to be going well.
So what exactly are the kids learning here?
We're training them to achieve similar efficiency without Elex as they would with it.
Wait, you mean the kids aren't getting any Elex?
Right. It's an attempt to breed efficiently without the addition of Elex. Most Albs never learned to handle emotion. Without Elex, many of us are completely at the mercy of our feelings. That's what we're trying to prevent from happening with these children. They're taught how to deal with emotions without neglecting their efficient thinking.
Without Elex, they're nothing more than normal people, aren't they?
No. As soon as they're of age, they'll be given their daily Elex rations like everyone else. According to our calculations, with access to Elex, emotionally strengthened Albs should be able to reach the next stage of evolution.
What makes you think this could work?
Because it worked in the past. With you. You were an Alb and managed to keep your emotions under control. We suspect that's the only reason you were able to stand up to the hybrid. We're studying this phenomenon and trying to recreate it so we can perfect it. But if you want to know more, you should talk to our scientists. Let's keep going. We are about to enter the collector's sector. They're responsible for finding Elex and bringing it to the silos. It's not particularly demanding. The collectors who live here don't need to be especially efficient. So they only get low doses of Elex, which makes them prone to uncontrolled emotional outbursts. If it were up to me, we wouldn't let them stay in the depot. We'd ship them out somewhere. Let's keep going. I don't like being around these people. Follow me. You might have noticed that back here it's much more disorganized. Not like the rest of the depot. The collectors and their lifestyle is a source of friction. If you're not careful, you might even end up getting robbed. It wouldn't have happened in the hybrids day.
In this time.
A mistake is unforgivable.
Luckily, we're now out of the collectors sector again. Right here, we're entering the soldiers area. Things are a lot more orderly here. These guys make difficult decisions, so they get correspondingly larger rations of Elex. And you can stock up on decent weapons here, too.
You allow trading in the depot?
We do now. Trade has helped us to create a kind of reward system for effective action. We pay our workers with Elex Ii. They use it to buy things that help them work more efficiently. It seems to motivate them. But you can take a look at all that later. Right now, I'm gonna take you to Azok. Come on. That's the agent's precinct up there. Their job is to keep an eye on the collectors and everyone else. They make sure everyone takes their Elex ration and that nobody takes more or less. They keep an eye on things and keep everybody in line. I hope this has helped you get an idea of how the depot works, and that your return to our ranks won't be too tricky.
It won't.
I expected nothing else from someone like you. I look forward to welcoming you back to the team soon. I'm going back to the gate now. May efficiency guide your actions.
High concentrations of Elex detected. Mining recommended.
I don't think the Albs would like that very much.
I did not anticipate your return. State your business immediately.
Am I supposed to know who you are?
I am Elex Ii, guardian of the new directive, responsible for the depot. Now answer my question.
I thought I'd just swing by.
And did you consider the effect that your presence here will have on my people? You must realize that many do not welcome you. But if you're willing to assist us, I will tolerate it. You have amends to make.
Wait, you're not kicking me out?
What my people think of you is a matter for them. But it's because of you that we recognize the value of emotion and increased our efficiency. so I am neutral towards you personally. But I will have my agents watch you closely as long as you're here. If you break our rules, you will face sanction.
What's the situation here?
These new enemies are putting considerable pressure on us. Keeping them in check ties up resources and creates gaps in our organizational structure. Bridging those gaps will be your responsibility. Seek out Commander Arissa. She is at a breaking point and needs assistance. But expect no welcome from her. She still considers you a traitor. If your work for her is satisfactory, I will consider allowing you to rejoin us. You are getting a second chance. Very few do. Do not disappoint me.
What took you so long?
Yeah, I had trouble in the crater. Fucking outlaws.
Not interested. Did you do what I told you?
Yeah, of course. Got a little extra, too. Here.
Don't think that will buy you favor. You've tested my patience too long. Go to the silos immediately and take your ration. Your inefficiency is unacceptable. It stops now.
It'll be done.
You dare just show up? We won't tolerate filthy traitors here.
Elex Ii sent me.
I don't give a shit. I remember what you did. You brought down the hybrid. You destroyed the converters. You killed our people. If permitted, I would execute you where you stand.
There was no future with the hybrid. Not for anyone. I did what needed to be done.
You think you had the right to decide that?
If you want to execute me, do it already. But what would be the point? You're all doing just fine as far as I can tell.
Threat identified. Calculating defensive measures.
Deactivate your language module or I'll have you melted. And now back to you. Your judgment is as substandard as your character. Our supply of Elex is pitiful. We've lost half our territory. The fight against the new invaders is tying up valuable resources.
And you think that's my fault?
I know it is. Just so you know, I've been tasked to protect us all from harm. And you're making it difficult to tolerate your presence.
I've never seen you this mad, Orisa.
That's not what we're talking about. But why do you think that is?
If you've got such a problem with me, why are we even talking? Tell your agents to pull the trigger.
And go against Azok? I don't think so. In any event, a quick death is too good for you.
You expect me to just disappear?
I'm giving you a choice. Sneak off like you did before, or find a way to fix the harm you caused. If it's the former, stop wasting my time and leave.
Where's my help needed?
First, someone has to want to let you help them. I doubt the list is long.
Skibor didn't turn down my help.
What do you mean? How do you know each other?
I accompanied him here at his express request.
If that's true, Skibor will confirm it. Damn, what the hell was that? Let's go. Everybody follow me. What happened? Answer!
I don't know.
I want answers!
Skibor, he was the last one to...
To what?
He was here. To get his Elex, and then there was this huge bang and...
That does it. Make sure everyone gets back to work. I'll take it from here.
Yes, ma'am.
Straight answer, now. Is this your work? Did you come here to further attack us?
What? I was with you when it happened.
Don't treat me like a fool. You turn up out of the blue after years away, escorting one of our agents. Then the agent in one of our silos are blown up. Coincidence? Unlikely.
Give me a break. What would I stand to gain from all that?
More than Skibor. We can scrape him off the floor while you stand here and deny it all.
We need to find out who's really behind this.
If you're really not connected to this, it's in your own interest to give me answers. So get to it. Investigate everything. I want to find out exactly what happened. I have to report to Elex Ii. I want your report in an hour. Go!
What the hell? There's nothing to see here.
But the Elex. What about our rations?
It's taken care of.
Who? And when?
Commander Orissa, and now stop with the questions. The agents will sort everything out. All you need to care about is work. Come on, let's go.
Chunks of flesh. Human. The explosion must have blown Skiboard to bits. Sulfur. Definitely not part of the silo. Maybe used in a bomb. Helix from the silo. Highly contaminated. This metal doesn't look like it came from the silo. Strange. Maybe the silo guards know more about it.
What do you want?
Who are you?
My name is Zell. I guard the silo against tampering.
You don't seem to be doing a very good job.
Are you questioning my effectiveness? Maybe you're right. This incident will have consequences. I'll ask for reinforcements to make sure it never happens again.
What else? What do you get up to when things aren't blowing up?
I make sure nobody steals Elex.
Thieves?
We've had a number of thefts. The hybrid and its ambitious plans are a thing of the past. Elex is in high demand. Albs stealing from each other. I never thought I'd see the day. Everyone gets their ration. I don't understand why some people aren't happy with it.
Some people never have enough.
Hopefully it'll just take a little time for everyone to get used to their rations.
Can I get a ration of Elex here too?
Not from me. I'm only authorized to let people go to the silos if they already have a permit. Public distribution of Elex is handled in the soldiers sector, just below the silos. Go talk to Commander Knox. He'll tell you whether you're entitled to any or not.
Can you tell me more about the explosion?
It was huge. It knocked me on my back.
What happened just before the silo went up?
The same thing I told Commander Irissa. Skibor wanted to pick up his Elex ration. And just a couple minutes after I let him pass, everything went boom.
Had he been acting suspicious?
No. And he wasn't carrying anything that could account for the size of that explosion. I would have noticed a device capable of causing this immediately.
Could someone have planted a bomb in the silo before?
Out of the question. The entire area is continuously monitored.
Someone or something must have caused the explosion.
I don't understand it either. There's no logical or plausible explanation. That's all I can tell you.
I don't think I'll find out anything else. I should let Irissa know.
Do you have the information I asked for?
I can't tell you exactly what happened at the silo, but everything points to a bomb attack.
You don't say. And next, you're gonna tell me Skibor was the perp.
That is a possibility, yeah. I also discovered metal near his remains that wasn't from the silo.
Strange metal. That certainly suggests there might be something to your bomb theory. But I need more solid evidence. Alexander Azok wants facts. You will provide them.
Does this mean you finally trust me?
Yes, of course. Why should I doubt your abilities?
Because you've done it before.
Irrelevant. Possible emotional fluctuations of my personality are not the subject of the investigation. Now that's been settled, you should finish what you started.
Good. Where do we go from here?
The evidence from the silo has not delivered sufficient results. We need a new reference point.
What about Skibor's past? Maybe we'll find some answers there.
Maybe we won't. Our agents enjoy certain privileges. Questioning them would mean certain consequences.
I don't give a damn about privileges. If I'm doing this, it's gonna be on my terms.
Very well. Time is short. I'm prepared to make an exception. You are hereby given permission to inspect his accommodation before we lose another silo.
Where were Skibor's quarters?
The agent's sector, obviously.
What are you doing here? You're interrupting an ongoing investigation.
You got a name?
Zarek. And now that that's settled, you can leave.
If anyone has to go, it's you. I'm here at Arissa's request.
Arissa? That changes things. We're on the same team then. I guess we'll both be searching for whoever's behind the destruction of the silo.
Arissa never mentioned you.
That makes sense. Elex Ii gave me the assignment. He wants to step up the investigation so he and Commander Arissa are working in parallel to solve this one quickly. But I'm about at the limit of what I can do alone. How about we cooperate?
Not interested, buddy. I work alone.
So do I, usually. But it's not up to us, is it? If working together delivers faster results, then that's what Elex Ii will want. So why don't we pool our resources and focus on the problem at hand?
And what have you found out so far?
So far, I've found no indication of Skibor's involvement. This accommodation is not significantly different from the others. Same furniture, same equipment. With one exception, the safe. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to open it yet.
Commander, probable blockage in locking mechanism. Awaiting instructions to initiate bypass procedures.
That won't be necessary. I've already traveled down that road. I levered off a locking mechanism designed to prevent intruders from entering a code. Trouble is, I don't know the damn code.
Well, maybe it can be hacked.
It can't. I already checked. We're not leaving till that goddamn thing's open. Let me know if you find anything.
Not now. Shit. I'd rather see Dawkins dead than work for him. But what else can I do?
find anything yet?
Not yet.
There's gotta be something. Come on. Let's keep looking. Why are you sneaking around here?
$10.32, $13.57, $19.48, $23.
Not now. I found an audio log that might give us a clue.
Respect. I must have missed that. But what makes you think it contains the code?
Because it involves a random series of numbers.
What were those numbers?
10, 32, 13, 57, 19, 48, 23. But I've got a feeling that the message is incomplete.
Not random. These are times. And I know what numbers are missing.
How the hell could you?
These are the exact times Skibor received his Elex rations. It was my job to calculate them for him. The missing number is 14, and I'm pretty sure that if the other 3 numbers don't do the trick, the last one will open the door. Check it out, then we'll know if I was right.
That didn't work.
No time.
I'm in. Let's see what Zarek thinks. Skibor's safe is open.
So, what was in it?
Cleric clothing. Does that mean anything to you?
No. It raises a lot more questions. But I want to take a closer look. There must be some kind of clue in there.
No, I'm keeping them.
I thought we were working together. Besides, you did me a big favor. It's time I reciprocated.
And what does the clothing have to do with it?
If you want to improve your standing among the Alps, you'll need to make an impression. If I take the stuff to Orissa and talk up how important your role was, your reputation at the depot will improve dramatically. as a scout and emissary of Azok. My word carries some weight.
All right, here you go.
Interesting.
Huh? What have you found?
Traces of Elex, and there shouldn't be any. Skibor's rations were specially packed, and he consumed them with the seal intact.
Really? Why?
It was necessary to maintain the change he was going through. You accompanied Skibor to the depot, right?
Yeah, so what?
Did you get a chance to look at his stuff on the way over? Did he take any Elex with him? Elex that wasn't sealed?
Yeah, before I went into the depot, he gave me some.
Weird. This whole thing is becoming increasingly complicated. In any case, we should report our find. Arissa's bound to be tearing her hair out already. I got this one. Follow me. Commander Arissa, the investigations at Skibor's quarters have been completed.
Then go run to Azok or get the hell out of my way. It's not you I want a report from.
I think it's imperative that I present the results.
That's gonna have to wait. I need to talk with the man next to you. Why are you working with one of Azok's scouts? You weren't instructed to do that.
Zarek was in Skibor's quarters before me.
That is a lie. I arrived just in time to stop him from destroying important evidence.
Are you sure that's what I was about to do?
His reaction speaks for itself. The best thing would be to remove him from the depot.
Oh yeah, you'd really like that, wouldn't you?
Quiet! What evidence are you talking about?
I found a cleric's uniform in Skibor's safe. I also found out he was dealing Elex illegally. His supplier is standing in front of you, by the way. The situation is clear. Skibor was a double agent and Jax was his accomplice.
The situation is I'm about to kick your ass.
Enough! I'm interested in facts, not allegations. Go to Azok immediately and await further orders.
But...
Dismissed!
Yes, Commander.
I expect you to carry out my orders to the letter this time. No more complications.
Zarek's trying to set me up. You see that, right?
I'm not interested in your petty shit. You don't understand what's at stake, do you? You know what happens if the depot falls? If these endless attacks break our morale? We're barely holding against the invaders as it is. Without our resistance, it's not just Ignadon that will fall. Everything will. The security of this base guarantees everyone's safety, including yours.
I did what you wanted. What else do you want?
I want you to stay on the case. Zarek's approach is flawed. He's unfocused and jumps to the wrong conclusions. The purpose of the attack, who's behind it, we need to know exactly what happened. Whether or not Skibor was in possession of illegal Elex is insignificant compared to our larger problems.
If people keep putting obstacles in my way, we're gonna get nowhere.
You will manage. You managed to find a lead before. With that in mind, I'm ordering that your cooperation be continued. You'll use your vast experience and go to the clerics under Zarek's command. If Skibor really was a double agent, We'll find some evidence of that at their base.
Understood. I'll find out if the clerics are involved.
Together. Zarek will be keeping an eye on you. You keep an eye on him. Guard! As long as Jax remains in the depot, you will not leave his side. He is to set off immediately with Zarek for the clerics.
Yes, Commander.
I don't need a fucking babysitter.
And I don't need any more complications. Get out of here. Go and talk to Zarek.
You heard the Commander. Let's go.
I'm looking for Zarek.
Yes. He told me what happened. They say you have been of little assistance. What exactly do you want from him?
I'm going to go with him to the clerics. They may be connected to the attack on the silo.
I assume Commander Orissa ordered this. I'm releasing him for this purpose on that basis. Search the Collector's sector for him. He was going there to investigate something.
Go on, get out of here. Off to the Collector's with you.
I never intended to do otherwise.
Good. This order is to be carried out immediately. So get going.
Ah, another player in the great game of Magellan. I see your path has returned you to these icy climes once more. It has been some time.
Kar Akram, if I'm not mistaken.
You still know my name. That is, interesting. We so rarely had the pleasure, after all.
You were a scout for the Ice Palace? You were quite the traveler back then.
I never fully abandoned the work, you know. Although I am no simple scout these days.
You're being modest. I hear you're the first Elexitor, the highest spiritual leader of the Alps.
You, the beast of Zakor, can call me Ekram.
It's been a while since I was called that. It doesn't fit me anymore.
And yet, you still follow the path of your former people. There must be a reason for that, surely. I assume you are here because of the invaders ravaging our planet.
There are a lot of things I have to take care of.
Well, that is interesting indeed. What can I do to aid you in your efforts?
You could put in a good word for me with the Albs.
I could do that, but your own decisions are what brought you here. If you can win our people over, convince them of your cause, whatever that might be, then you will have earned it. If not, however...
I understand.
I can only give you a piece of fatherly advice. Be consistent in all you do. A fickle man is never as effective or as admired as a stalwart soldier in single-minded pursuit of a goal.
What do you plan to do about the foreign invaders?
At the moment, we Albs are in the worst strategic position of all the Magellan peoples. And we are not as well equipped as the invaders. That means we are likely to be their first target. We must be vigilant. We must track the invaders' every move. That is one of the reasons I spend so much time in the depot at the moment.
That's it? Vigilance? I expected more from you. Haven't you got a plan?
Don't confuse my not sharing a plan with you with the absence of a plan. I hardly need remind you that you've proven problematic for the Albs more than once. Prove you deserve the respect of our people, however you contrive to do so. Perhaps if you do so, I will impart my knowledge and plans to you. Until that day comes, however.
You're leader of the Albs. Aren't you worried walking around outside the depot without protection?
I am an Elexitor of the Albs. If I cannot withstand the perils of Ignadon, how am I to lead an entire people? And one more thing. The invaders are ferocious and determined opponents. If you value your life, you do well to steer clear of Marakor. They are most active there.
So, I think I've talked to some of Magellan's most important people. Wonder what the old man would say about that.
I don't trust the agents.
You're dawdling. Move faster.
Oh, shut up.
You're not supposed to seek confrontation. You're supposed to go and find Zarek.
Then why couldn't they prevent the incident at the silos?
Same reason we couldn't. Nobody could have predicted that.
There's a theory that they blew up the silo on purpose.
What? That makes no sense.
Well, doesn't it? We have an Elex shortage. What if the silo was almost empty? What if they were just creating a pretext to further reduce Elex rations?
They wouldn't do that. Would they?
Who knows? A lot's changed. Just keep the theory to yourself, okay?
So we meet again.
Yeah, so what?
You owe me a goddamn explanation.
And you're in my way. What are you doing here anyway?
Orisa ordered us to infiltrate the clerics.
Has she lost her fucking mind?
I don't like it any more than you do.
Ugh. Having to stand by a traitor and a murderer.
You don't like it? Take it up with Orisa. I've had enough of your shit anyway.
You know as well as I do that it's more than your life's worth to defy her orders. Did she say anything else?
She said I was in command.
Wrong. You must submit to Zarek's command.
I see. You question my integrity, then lie yourself? That makes us about even, I'd say. Get your gear in shape before we leave. I won't be sharing ammo with you on the way. Once you've got everything, meet me at the south exit.
My work is done. Our safety depends on your success, remember that.
Does this mean I'm finally rid of you?
It means you're supposed to get stuck in. Go get your gear and get the hell out of here.
This storeroom is property of the Albs of Ignadon. Entry is strictly forbidden to anyone without proper authorization.
You don't take any prisoners, huh?
When it comes to preserving my people, there is only one directive. And you clearly violated it.
All right, let's just relax. What are you doing here?
I'm Naira. I'm in charge of our batteries.
So you're like, what, security?
Security? No, that's not exactly what I'm doing here.
Hang on a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Yes, you do. We met in the domed city in Abessa. I was the only good technician in that cleric settlement. Remember? I was a separatist. It was a long time ago. The rules are different now.
Yeah, I noticed. How'd you get here?
I lost my home back when I was a separatist. I didn't know what to do. I ended up in the domed city, working as a technician for the clerics. I was doing that when we met. I survived. I even made good money. But it was a life of compromise. I often did things that went against my convictions. Those days are gone.
You're pretty impulsive for someone raised by the Albs.
I am a true Alb again now. There are consequences to that.
And anybody who doesn't do things how you like them gets hit in the head a few times.
You know better than anyone what Elex withdrawal can do. The fight against extreme emotion can be incredibly hard on us.
That's true.
There has to be a life without Elex. It's the only way we can get our senses under control. That's why I try to stop our Elex as often as I can.
As long as I'm not around when you do. You seem to know me well.
Well, you were a major figure in the court at the Ice Palace. It was a long time ago. But you were under the direct authority of the hybrid, weren't you?
Pretty dark chapter in my career.
Nonetheless, I still didn't recognize you back then in the domed city. Yet more proof that blue Elex clouds our senses without us knowing it.
There's a new group in Caracas. It calls itself the Sixth Power. Its members have gathered in the old bastion to fight off the invaders.
Why are you telling me this?
You'd be a suitable candidate to join. If you can control your mood swings.
And how do you know I don't sympathize with these alien invaders?
I don't think you'd give up control of your existence entirely. Your expertise and fighting skill would be valuable to the Sixth Power. And to me.
You could be right. I have to admit your offer has some appeal. I wouldn't be entirely against it. However...
What are your duties here at the depot?
In essence, I am committed to the preservation of our community. My role is evaluation of the secret strategic plans of the other factions. This information would give us an incredible advantage.
Who exactly do you mean when you say us? People in general or just the Albs?
Does it matter?
What happens when there's a conflict between the two?
That's irrelevant. Don't tell me that the Sixth Power wouldn't benefit immensely. If a conflict did arise, the situation would need to be reassessed.
Huh. Well, you've obviously thought this through.
No, but I'll have to do so if it actually comes to that.
However, you must admit there is a risk that our agreement may not last long.
That's always a danger, no matter what the current arrangement is.
Sounds exciting.
It sounds exciting? Wouldn't it make more sense to wait until you know whether it leads to such an emotion?
Oh, not entirely against it. The hell does that mean?
You were once an idol to us all. You were the most effective commander the Albs ever had. But that was long ago. You and the Free People have fought a war against us.
I was acting on my own account. That's true. But it wasn't as if I had a choice. The hybrid would have thrown the Alps to their doom.
Relying on the promises of the hybrid was a big mistake. But if everything had gone according to plan and the directive,
then sooner or later the hybrid would have put all of Magellan's creatures into the converters to snatch the Elex from them. As a separatist, you fought for the old values of the Alps and against the hybrid. So you should know better, Naira. No one could have survived that, not even the Alps. The Free People and I had to intervene to stop the worst from happening.
it's strange hearing that from your mouth, but who knows? Maybe you're right. Maybe not. I'm not sure it matters. Like I said, those days are long gone.
How exactly is this gonna work? Obtaining the secret, strategic plans of other factions.
Why are you so interested?
Well, while you're rotting here in your camp, you really won't be able to get a hold of anything. You're gonna have to leave the depot. And once you're outside, you'll need help if you want to get anywhere.
I see. And you're the one that's going to help?
Why not? I help you, and you become my comrade in arms.
I would need to think about that first.
I don't have much time. Answer me now.
I'll think about it.
Oh no. I want the answer now. Or you can stay here and rot.
You assure me that you'll ask nothing of me that could harm my people?
I can't promise you that. We're in a war for the survival of mankind.
A general but honest answer. I understand. All right. I'll take my chances. Listen to what I'm planning. We've noticed a few outlaws watching the depot. They're almost certainly gathering intel on our HQ and making strategic attack plans. I want those plans. I need to find out what the outlaws know so I can protect our people from them. If you want to keep your word and support me, then this is your opportunity.
You can count on me. Show me the outlaws you want to steal from.
Very determined, as always. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. See? There they are. They've been turning up here for a while now.
It's just a scout patrol.
Maybe. But I don't like being spied on. They've hidden their strategic plans somewhere in a small repository. We'll search the repository and capture their plans.
What if they catch us doing it?
They're outlaws. No one will miss them.
Or we could just steal the plans out from under them.
And so avoid any open conflict? As you wish. I leave it up to you.
My head. This damn infection. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me. Keep going. Don't think about it.
Hey, why are you skulking around here? Just keep your sticky fingers to yourself. Understood? Hey, why are you skulking around here? Just keep your sticky fingers to yourself. Understood?
I don't have time right now.
Why are you skulking around here? Just keep your sticky fingers to yourself. Understood?
On the other hand, you could just stand here and do nothing. I'll take care of it.
Then give me the order. The result is the only thing that matters.
So... better get out of here before they capture me.
Didn't you say it could be done without open conflict?
It doesn't matter. I got the Outlaws' plans.
Excellent work. Give them to me. Well, thank you. I'll check them out later. This has probably helped us to thwart an imminent attack on our depot.
I see that pleases you.
Is that so? Well, we can be very pleased. Even the smallest battles sometimes have a devastating effect on the overall picture.
Okay, so now what?
I have to think about it. I'll stay by your side while I do. And... thank you.
Yeah, don't mention it. How's everything going? Look. Status report.
Nothing worth reporting. Just because the invaders have only appeared sporadically so far, doesn't mean that it'll stay that way.
We're done for now. Stand by at the Bastion.
Copy that.
Wow. Giving control to someone else isn't easy. I've never been very good at it.